do is create a CMA, just to show you the quick tips on how to do it. All right, I will share my screen with you guys. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into our Paragon MLS, pack MLS for the Tri-Cities area. So I will go to here, click search, and look for residential properties. And I'm going to clear all this stuff out because I already had it going. So what I will do is I'm going to look for all active properties, all current under contract or pending and sold. So all active, start typing pen to get all pending and sold. So I will search Pasco. You don't necessarily need to do that if you are going to use the map, but I'll do it just to show. My search criteria is going to be 180,000 to 250,000. You only really want to go back 6 months, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So go back to December 10th, 2015, and I'm searching for a 2-story house. So I'm going to start typing or put that, and it'll bring all 2 stories house. The house that I need to have the same criteria on is a 4-bedroom, so I'm going to do a minimum of 4 bedrooms. You can do a maximum later if you need to narrow down your search. The house that I'm in question is a 2.5 bath, so I'm going to do all 2 and all 3. So there's 2 and 3 bath, and I'm going to utilize the map. So I click on that area. I'm going to start typing the address, and it pops up. It doesn't do that unless you already done it once. So take that, and I will search for that property. It's located right there. I'm going to draw. You could use polygon, the rubber band method, or the radius. I'm going to utilize the radius. Once I click that, I will now click down by my flagpole and bring it out 1 mile. And these are all the properties within 1 mile. So I'm going to add that to my criteria. And you can utilize this secondary criteria. That's if you want to get more specific. Let's say it has a pool or it has a fireplace and you just want to get really specific. But I'm going to utilize this advanced criteria. I'm going to search everything under 1/3 of an acre, because pretty much the property, you can do 0.1 if you want. Total square footage, I'm going to do 2,200 to 2,700. I want to go above and below at least 200 square feet. And that's going to bring up 10 properties. Let's try to narrow it down. 2,300 drops us way down to 3 properties. So I'm going to go back to 2,200. And what else? What can we do? Okay, let's do everything 10 years prior, 10 years after. So 1995, since it is a 2005 property. So that still has us at 10. Let's see if we can narrow it down a little bit more. What can we utilize? Single family, bedrooms, 4. Let's do 5. See if that brings us down. Oh, garage capacity right here. Let's do 2-car garages only, because this house has 2 cars. All right, that brings us to 7, which is good. So I click search. And here are the 7 properties. Something you can view. Go over here. I like to close them all. Then go to CMA Summary. And what it does, it brings up this information on the property. So these are all the active, sold, and pending within the last 6 months. It'll show days on market, total square footage. List price was $205,000. It's 91 a square foot, and this one's 103 a square foot. And the sold, those same houses went for $199,900, and it sold for $199,900. That was $89.56 a square foot. Here's this list price of $223,900, and it sold for $223 even at 99 square foot. And this will show you days on the market, list price, total square footage. Here's the average for the comps is 221,000 for that square footage. that I search between. So let's say I want to take all these houses and I want to email them to my client. So I click on that right here. Then I want to make sure I click all listings. It always does this as its default. So I want to send a client handout and also the CMA summary. If you're sending it to a realtor, you could use cut all field detail or whatever you want to send it as. So I add those over to this section. I will select them all and I will email them. If you have someone already in your address book, it'll auto populate it as you're typing, but like this. So I already have my email in there. So I'm going to email this to myself, and this is going to be the link that they're going to click on. So you write your little narrative right there for whatever you want to tell them, and then send. Okay. Now I will go to my inbox. It just popped up. So here's the link to that listing. Here are those MLSs. Here's the prices and everything of these properties. The client can open this up. They can, see what the house looks like, see if it's something comparable to theirs or something they like. Here's the sold price. This one was sold. It's giving them dining room size, bedroom sizes, square footage, location, all the amenities and stuff like that attached to the house. Or they can come over here. This is pretty important. Some people don't see it, but you can click down, click it into summary, and it brings that thing that I was talking about earlier. So pretty simple little task, and it'll help you create your CMA and get your numbers over to your clients so they can know what they're looking at. Alrighty. And also, if you have any questions, my name is Kelly Pointer with Real Estate Market Leaders. Phone number is 509-554-3856.